Hey up everyone, I'm Serious Circuit and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. Now you may remember that I played the first episode as a random Wednesday episode, but I decided I liked it that much and I wanted to play some more. So I've loaded it back up again. No, I'm not back at the start of the game. This screen comes up every time I load up the game, so I've got to tell them the current time, which I'm not entirely sure what the current time is. I've not looked. Yeah, the current time is 3 minutes past 3, so let's set it properly. It's a 12-hour clock. Oh, it goes to PM, okay, right. There we go, 3 minutes past 3, confirm. He says, hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. So in last episode, I had to set it when I first loaded in 2. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have a way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell me, what? I'll make you a deal. Since you've cooperated, next time you boot up this game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favourite time. Go ahead and pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back into the game now. That's going to be interesting. I guarantee I'm going to forget to do that too. Okay, now that we've gone through the clock thing, I think it's about time that we just move on straight to the game. So without further ado, shall we get back into it? I am hoping that when it says begin game, it's not just going to put me back to the start, because we got up to a certain part in the last episode, so I want to continue from there. So I'm hoping that it's remembered and that I don't know how to start again. But we will find out, I'm sure.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, let's get started. I'm going to try working on getting back to the ending that we had previously.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
While I'm here, I am going to look for that computer that has the input button on it, see if I can find it. I just thought about that. I remember from last week that I've forgotten to do it. So these all look normal. Let me just go check the other room. Nope.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, so there must just be no button here to press. That's unfortunate. Okay, it must come round in other rounds. My brain is I'm still a little bit sick, so my brain is just not working. I know it's been a while, but honestly, no one is more frustrated with it than me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh. I mean, I was going to go back, but never mind. I'm just checking all of these ones too. Let's go. Okay, so I've
Yet
already
there
read
was
all
not
the
a
stuff in
single
here.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Don't
decided to
need
go
tips, we're
up
not
to his
getting
boss's
fired.
office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I did like the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Oh, I've gone the wrong way. I need to go the other way and jump off the platform. Well, we're gonna go and follow this through then.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We will follow his orders for now. What is this way? Executive bathroom. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Oh, I can't go to the toilet, so sorry, Stanley. At least I can wash my hands. Can I play with the soap? No? We don't have a reflection either. He's right, we are just a disembodied voice. Well, being. We've not even got a voice. He's our voice. Jim, the narrator. Okay, is it this way? There's clearly something in there. Oh, we're not allowed in there.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Oh, yeah?
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Well, if I don't know it, then I'm not putting it in. I can't get up here to see what that says. What about, is there like a secret behind it? There's a door behind the fireplace.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I can't leave. I'm just going to ignore him. See, because I can't possibly know.
2845.
He's losing his patience with me. Aww. What are these? Bottles of whiskey. That's too blurry to read.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
Sorry about that. Let's resume, shall we?
And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
What was it? 2845. I can't see the panel now. That's a 2. 8's got to be around here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I clicked 7. So 2. Okay. Oh no, it's not that. 2. 8. Oh, that's a 1. So no, that's going to be a write-off. 2. 8. 4. No! Come on! I can get this. That was so mean. Okay. 2. 8. Oh, you know what? No, it's not worth it. I can't see. Right, go for the door. Then what, narrator? I wasn't paying attention. So dark and miserable. You are seeing exactly as I'm seeing. It's very dark. I guess we go down the scary lift. Oh! You turned the lights back on. Thank you. Didn't like the dark much. And another loading screen. Oh, what am I gonna do, eh? This video is already cursed.
Descending deeper
I've
into the
already had to
building,
stop
Stanley
for a
realized he
second
felt
to
a bit
go and open my
peculiar.
door.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
You know what? I'm going to listen to him. I'm going to go straight into here for once. I'll go down there at a different time if I can remember how to get back here. I still want to see the other thing, what we did. Do I press the light bulb? I got a bit down there. Okay, press the light bulb.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley
I'm
thought
scared.
to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
No. No. Does he have that? Definitely not. Every door is always shut. Look how high we are again. Excuse me. Let me through. Okay, well, this is the only button I could press.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Fired.
Their true nature revealed.
Fired.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place.
I'm trying to find me.
freedom
247,
meant
aren't
nothing.
I? 2725424. I'll be somewhere on this row then. This will be me, Stanley. 245247. That's me down there. All right, I know which one's me now. That one down there, look. 247, that's me. I can't tell what room that's supposed to be that we're in there, but that's not our office.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
No. Although...
No. He refused to believe it. He
Help.
couldn't accept it. His
Help.
own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly
Well, if you
spent
think
his
about it,
entire
all
life
of our lives are in someone
utterly
else's
blind
control.
to the world?
A lot of the time, not always. But even if it's not a direct person, people often blame fate for things, don't they? So...
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Wonder what the buttons do. If anything, it's very dark. Is there a way to change it? Doesn't seem like it. It seems like it's gonna stay as it is. Yeah, so no, there's no way to change that. Okay. Also, I'm gonna go through this door then, seeing as I can't seem to press anything in here. They don't seem to do anything or change anything, so I'm gonna go over here instead. I'm gonna have to follow what he wants me to do. Mind control input, idle, or waiting input. Mind control idle. Okay, so maybe that's what the computer is for. Maybe we had to do that with the computers at the start of the game or something.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Do I do it? Do I push off or do I push on? I'll push off. Uh-oh, I broke it. I bet this turns it on actually, and that we've not actually turned it off. We've just actually, it's like reverse psychology. What's happening? It's got all dark and scary.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
I hope so. Did I beat the game in episode 2? I've already beaten the game in like 2 seconds.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Come on, freedom!
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
Quite a
Where
few.
had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
I bet you all the
But as sunlight streamed into the
fired
chamber,
actually
he
broke free and
realized
escaped.
none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Come on,
No
let me
longer
out!
would
I'm
anyone
using the
tell him
lovely
where to
sunshine.
go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Let's go!
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin,
We
the
escaped!
feeling of
Woo!
liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
It looks lovely. Although
And
I wish you'd turn
Stanley
around so we could see the
was
back of the
happy.
facility behind us and see what it actually looked like. I kind of want to know. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, okay, that's a canonical ending. Beat the game. There you go, I win. I've supposedly beat the game in its entirety now, but I know for a fact there's a few things that I want to figure out the answer to. Never mind, Stanley. But I want to know what happens when we get into that other room again, and that, like, if that's just the end of that ending. I want to know what happens if we push all the buttons on the computer. There's so many things that I want to know. Okay, and we're back. Stanley will never see the end of this world, even though we escaped.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm not looking for them. I'm looking for the computer again. No. 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 That's the one, awaiting input. Thank you. Right. I've got to keep an eye on that now every time we start again. And see if I can find all the computers that do require input. And then I need to take the door on my right this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah, I know.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Not particularly. I'm just trying to get back to that ending from before.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And I think we carry on forward, don't we? Yeah, we carry on forward and we fall off the lift onto that platform and we go through the door we go through the blue door. I think it's someone who wants us to go through. I think we listened to him last time.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Well, technically, I was fired 5 minutes ago, if you think about it. If my theory is correct in that all the fired employees are the ones that...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Is that you?
Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really?
Yes.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you
Hate it
something
everywhere.
beautiful.
This side's
Look,
not filling
let
me with
prove
confidence.
It. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Nope.
Give me a chance.
I'm only doing this, the ending, to get the, because it made us start again, so we didn't get to see all of it. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I suspect that that pink sweaty room is not the end of it all. Knowing this man, there's more to it than that.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, I'm gonna go through the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Only this one time,
You see
don't
that
get
I
used to
really
it.
have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
I don't want to.
And
I'm gonna keep going.
well, I think I have a
I
solution.
wonder what happened if you just
Here,
walking around in a
let me
circle
show
in this
you.
room. But for the sake of it, I'm going this way. We're now in darkness. Still in darkness. Game. Ah, there we go.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I hate the way he goes. It sounds like patronising, like he's patronising a small child. I mean, Stanley is a small child, but still.
Here.
There we go. We're back to where we
Oh,
were.
it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Nope.
I actually feel happy.
The door has changed.
No, wait. Where are you going?
I don't know, but I'm going this way. I don't know where I'm going. To a staircase, it seems.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you
Why?
hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I'm sorry, Narrator. I'm done following your orders. I'm Stanley. I choose my own way.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I'm sorry, but if you stay here, I have to stay here too. And I don't want to stay here. I want to see what else. I want to find my co-workers. I want to know what happened.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
That was very angry, wasn't it? Look how far up we are. Oh, I stepped there. Whee!
No!
Ow.
Oh,
I'm not dead.
thank God. You lived.
Yay.
You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Okay, we can get back to the other room. Okay. Ah.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving.
I've already seen all of
we
this,
just have
Narrator.
to stop moving.
I don't like that. He said, like, stop moving. So basically, your options are stay here and stare at these swirling lights forever so that we can both be happy, or go down these stairs and chuck myself off the top of a staircase.
Stanley, go back. There's
No.
nothing good that can come from this.
Oh. There's a drawing. I'm sorry, Narrator. I'm sorry, Jim. But Stanley's made up his mind. Stanley's going to be Stanley. And he's going to be
No.
a flat pancake.
No, what are you doing, Stanley? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
But I don't have to do this to leave this place. I'm not going to be stuck here forever if I do.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Is he going to trap us in there, I wonder? I'm kind of scared to see if he will.
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Yeah, sure, but I'm actively trying to throw myself in here. I wonder if it's possible. Oh well, see if I can fill it. No, no, there's steps everywhere. Okay, sorry, narrator.
No, perhaps not.
Nope, I'm stupid. I'm dense. Alright. That's why I didn't break my legs the first few times. I had enough to absorb the impact.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game?
Yes.
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be
Yes.
rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
That sounds
Am I
mean,
reading
but
the
yes.
situation correctly?
No, I just want freedom. I'm sorry, narrator. I'm sorry.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Well, I don't know you.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
I did. I always want to make
this
choices.
one is yours.
Well, like, you wanted us to get along, but getting along means following everything that you say to the letter, so I'm not doing that. I'm Stanley. I am a person. Otherwise, I'm just pushing buttons for no reason, so...
Is it over?
That's the one.
It's going to restart, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm going back.
Yes. I'm sorry, sorry, Jim. You don't deserve this. Oh, poor Stanley. Poor Stanley. The end is never the end is never the end. So that is the end of that ending then, I presume. There we go. It's still the same time every time we log into here, and I'm just checking our computer. It's never... I always forget to check our computer to see if it is the one that we got to push an input on, and I bet you one of
All
these
of his
times it will be.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Stanley's a bit busy right now. Stanley's looking at things. There it is. I found it. Right, we can go through. Now I've got another ending to get now. I've got to try and see if there's anything else to do.
When Stanley came to a set of two
We're going to
open
go through
doors,
this door,
he
and we're going
entered.
to
This was
see...
not the correct
that
way to
list
the
goes to
meeting
somewhere
room, and
else, so
Stanley
we're going to
knew
explore
perfectly
all of
well.
that too.
Perhaps he wanted to stop
And
by
those
the
stairs.
employee
Actually, we'll
lounge
do those
first,
stairs,
just
'cause,
to admire it.
We haven't seen what happens
Wow.
if we go
Yes,
down. If
this
we go
room. What
off
a
the
but
left,
eager to get back to business.
through
Stanley
those
took the
that
first
door
open
and down
door
those
on his
stairs. We
left.
haven't seen what happens if we go through the wrong door yet. So I may as well finish that while I'm here, while I remember.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
We're going
I'm
that
not
way.
your
That's where
enemy,
we're going.
really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten
Whee!
about. What? Really?
Yes, you
I
should
was
know
in
this
the
by
middle of
now.
something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yep.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show
Well,
you
we
something
figured out
beautiful.
where your help led us
Look,
last
let
time
me
into
prove
an
it.
endless loop.
Let me prove
of
that I'm
sparkly
on your
room or
side.
stairs of
Give me a
doom. So we're gonna go straight down and we're gonna ignore everything he says because clearly this narrator doesn't have our best interest at heart. He only
Now
cares
listen
about
carefully,
himself.
this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Can I go through this door actually? No, I need a key card.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No! Just because you restart me doesn't mean I'm gonna listen to you this time.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
No! I will rather stand in this room. Go for this door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
Yes.
don't let me stop you.
I won't. Thank you. Woo!
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken
What's down
rooms,
there?
exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining
is.
the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do not think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable
Well,
desires.
to be fair,
of
we did
yours.
follow his story
What
the
would have
whole
made
way
this
through,
game
and it
better?
did have a
What did
good
you want
ending.
to
We
see?
escaped.
Vehicles? Skill trees?
Yes, please.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what.
I'd like
Let
to
me take
see
a stab in the dark at a new
XPs.
design,
I'd like
and you can
to
give me some
see
feedback.
new costume
There
designs.
we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley.
I think it's
Take it for a
broken.
spin.
It's definitely broken. We shouldn't be in here.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
I don't
How
know.
did I know the game needed a third door?
It always needs a
Well,
third door.
it's
Everyone
instinct
knows
mostly,
3 times the
a
charm.
calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
You have a soul.
You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The Stanley Parable, worldwide leaderboard. Okay, let's see. Good old Neil is offline. Everyone's offline. Skid is offline. Did I just see Logan Paul? I don't know, maybe? I saw Logan something. Stanley Parable 427 is online. A dead rat is offline. This is me. Oh no. You are the 9,328th out of 9,328 players worldwide. Why not ask a friend for help? Error, friends list is empty. In total, oh my god, I've opened lots of doors. Did you know that 2.1%, 21.1 skip the intro secrets, only the 3% of the worst players chose the blue door, 98% players did that. How long did it take you to get to the correct door? Complete against others to improve your Stanley Parable career. Oh. Okay. I guess we go back through this door. I quite like that.
Would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
I guess I
Again,
won.
honest answers,
Just to
please.
irritate you. Oh, it's behind me. Can you see it? I was waiting for it to appear
Hey,
in
I
front
nearly
of me.
forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Yes,
You
please.
wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
No,
Perfect.
of course not.
Let me boot it up.
Okay. I'm scared. I'm in trouble.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
You're
So
not
why
actually
don't
gonna let
you
me
give
push
it
this
4
button
hours
for
of
4
play
hours?
to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
How am I going to keep notes if I've got to push a button too? I don't think he's going to say anything about it, to be honest. And I'm not Stanley here before. Stanley might like pushing buttons, but I don't. So that's speaking of family life. I have a family who's going to miss me if I spend 4 hours just pushing a button. I wonder if it does actually do anything after 4 hours. I'll have to see. I'll have to look it up later. I'll go let him go. I'm sorry. Bye-bye,
You
baby.
heartless bastard.
Yep.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
A bit of
Because
both,
if
to
it's
be
the
honest.
latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out.
put
I'm out.
my bottle
I'm
down.
done. It's over.
No.
Thank you for playing.
No,
Your
no.
input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to
Actually,
ease
yes.
the pain.
Yes, please.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Ooh. What game am I going to play?
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Good graffiti S's.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower. Perhaps for some sort of
Creep
twisted
tower.
erotic purpose.
Honestly, if
Yes,
this game
that
had the
must be it.
description, I'd
What a
actually play
fascinating
it.
venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
I really do actually want to play a Firewatch. I really, really do. Supplies for 2 forks. I really want to see if I can get a hold of the game because I haven't got it, but I really want to play it. Look at this. Look at awesome view. This is great. I actually really like this. Ooh. Oh. I'm gonna go around the other way. Just enjoy the panoramics while we go. There's a tower over there, look. I don't know why I crouched to zoom in there, but right over there. He's not saying anything though. I'm kind of scared. I think he's going to do something to us. Just doesn't. He's not going to let me play this game, is he? He's going to tease me with it and then he's going to take it away.
No, it can't be.
What? 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 It's a bit laggy in this area.
It is.
Jeez.
It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off.
No! No!
Oh,
No!
thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
I can see the
You
game!
really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, wandering around. No right or
Let
wrong
me in.
directions. No
I
path
wanna
to follow. You can just go
play.
in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us
No,
out of here.
I'm staying in
Let's
the
find
woods.
another game.
No.
Preferably something with walls.
No.
Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
No. I can hear the birds for the first time.
I think this will be just the thing.
No. Oh. The narrator's throwing a fit, basically.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I wonder if it's possible. What do I do then? Just...
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
I just asked
There are
her!
lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Ow! It plucked me on the end. It's gone miles away. I gotta go get it. I'm actually zooming. I'm actually quite fast. Look at me go. Whee!
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Yes, it is. Look at me go.
Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
At least that one didn't plonk on your head.
Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it?
Yes,
Stanley,
go in,
I'm like a
yes.
child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable.
Let's see. Can we
More
get 2 more?
balls.
There's a bit too many, Narrator. Just a tiny bit, Jim. You need to hold back. You know, there's such thing as too much of a good thing. Is he gonna score a goal? Oh, he almost did. He almost scored a goal. That's 1. That's 2 goals.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
I am. I actually am.
Fun.
I
Is this
think
a
they should make
real
this a
video
mode of
game?
Rocket League.
Well, I sure
I
hope
don't know.
you're
I've never
having a
played
good
Rocket
time,
League,
because
but
guess
I
what?
assume this is
It's
what it's
over.
supposed to be.
That's right.
Oh.
Your little fun comes to an end. This is my game.
I was
and
about
what
to score
I
a
say
goal.
Goes. You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you.
No!
Without rules or
No!
boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your
You're not,
sense
because
of
you just
purpose.
threw in a load
And
of
since
balls
you
when you
decided you
wanted
didn't
to.
want
That's
to play
not
my
structure.
game,
That's the
now
opposite
I
of
don't want to
structure.
play with you either. So goodbye, Stanley.
No.
I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll
You can't
come
see
up
my
with
face,
something.
but I'm scowling at
After
him
all,
right now.
you're the one who knows best.
I do know
Take
best.
care,
You want to know what,
Stanley.
Narrator? You can throw your wad, you can have a strop, but I don't care, because I'll make my own fun. Sod you. If you won't let me throw a ball in the goal, I'll throw myself in the goal. You can't stop me, Narrator. Try, you stupid walls. Don't care, I'm Stanley. I'll do what I want. You're not the only one who could be strap-arsey.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Defying your logic, your boundaries. Like a teenager.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't
scared.
help you. How will you write a story without me? You
I
can't
don't want
do it.
your
You
help.
know that. Stanley, come back.
No. Can't see. Oh. I've fallen. And I can't get up. 5'10". 5'9". This is kind of creepy. Ah, this just goes back, so this must be... Okay, that's fine. Horror 7, yeah, so that's fine, okay. Oh, just go through this door. 423. We're nearly at 427. Oh, just imagine if there was a person there or something. I would have scared the ever-living bejeebus out of me. I was already scared when I come around that corner. I was just thinking, oh, is that somebody? No, it wasn't. 427. Why is that the only room that's open? And the door didn't randomly shut. What does this all say? Nothing, it's just screens. I can't push anything. Is it supposed to be like the narrator's hole? I see another set of screens in there. What do I do? Where do I go? Narrator? Narrator? Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean.
The confusion is definitely correct.
Oh, yes.
And I don't
yes,
need
I'll
you to
be
make
back.
sense
There's
out of
no
that.
other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
Okay.
The end will be here soon.
That
Very
sounds
soon.
vaguely threatening.
I can wait.
I feel scared. This narrator today has been really, really pissy. He's really not happy with me. But I don't care what you say, narrator. I do what I want to do. This game is quite fun. I quite enjoy just thinking him mad. Oh, yeah, back in the same old place and the same old routine. Let's look for those computers again.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yes, we
What
know.
did it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I mean, none of these computers require input. Did it reset the whole game? Is it not ever gonna be? Did I just miss it? Did I just walk past it? I wouldn't put that past me, to be honest.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
No, I've not walked past it, so Lord only knows. 424 425. Yeah, no, and no. So yeah, haven't missed it at least. Not knowingly, anyway. Well, that's not creepy.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, actually, I wanted to look at all these computers first, just to... Oh.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about? But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I'm not finished with this room yet.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I wanted to see what's over there now.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
No.
I realize that
I'll get
investing
through that
your
door.
trust
Looks like
in
it's another
someone
key
else can
card.
be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
No, it's been about
There's
you
someone you've been
and your
neglecting,
need to
Stanley.
tell me what to do, and
Someone
your
you've
need to
forgotten
have a
about.
complete story. Stanley's
Please,
happy to have his own
stop
adventure.
trying
That's
to make
complete
every
enough for him.
decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Who's her?
She's been waiting.
Who? Who? A dog void?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone. As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
I broke you.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
They already
Music
did that,
comes
they're
in,
married.
fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you...
I
Wait a
broke the game.
second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner?
What?
You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
You should have figured it out from the broom
I
closet.
can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't
No.
have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Okay.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that
Forgetting how
unlike
to
here,
read?
the real world makes sense, and at no time should you
doesn't.
make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you
Yes,
find
the
yourself
answer's
speaking
right
with a
there.
person who
Conversation
does
plus
not
2
make
equals
sense,
fish.
in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness, it's 4:30. I was supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack. What does that even mean? Right, I've done it. Are you happy now? Are you happy?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay, no, I know what you're gonna do to me.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Oh, so it's off the phone. Okay, fine, you're welcome. You use your manners, I'll do it. I'll do as I'm asked. You were polite. Okay. Ah. I see.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Hey!
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
No, it's not. Neither am I, to be honest. No! How did he figure out I was a real person? How does he know? What am I supposed to do? Can I, is there another way to go? Can I go back? Probably not. He usually likes to shut doors on me and won't let me, so.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the
What if I
real
take the door on the
world.
right again? What if I take the door on the right? Narrator, what are you gonna do then, Jim?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
No. I'm going this way. Oh my god, look at how warped it is. Let me in! Ooh. That was a bit funky when I turned around then. Look at it. Let's go. Fine, I'll go back. Okay. Narrator? Jim? Jim, I don't hear you. Jim?
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that you... My story. You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do?
I will go with it.
What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
No.
I have to.
No.
I have to.
There has to be a way over there. No, I want to get through that door. No, I couldn't glitch my way up. There has to be a way to do that. Hello? Narrator? Jim, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here.
Jim?
Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You.
Yeah,
Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
Well, you shouldn't trap me.
It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny?
Yes,
You just had to
it was
see?
funny. Yes, I did.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story.
And you're the one throwing a temper tantrum.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it.
I did,
tried
of course
so
you
hard
seen
to
it. Narrator?
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Just
follow my
reset
lead
the
and you'll
game.
be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We all know I'm not going to.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
What's he gonna do
I'm quite
now?
sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope. Narrator? Look how warped the picture's going.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
You're
Just
just
follow
going to
my
make me do
lead
the
and
same
you'll be
bit
fine.
over and over and over
All
again
right.
until I do what he wants me to do. I'm going to give him
When
one more
Stanley
go.
came to a set
And then
of
I'll go
2
through that
open
door.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
No! I want to see what happens if I completely just ignore you every single time. Go back. Go forward.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Okay, so it just keeps resetting the game.
Behave
So I'm going to
exactly
have to
as
go through this
Stanley
door
would.
then.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Okay,
All right.
fine.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's go. You happy now? And did as you asked? The office looks the same as always.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, I'm only doing as he asked. Because I upset him. I can't go in this door. That's usually the bathroom. I can't go in there. The office is different. This isn't what the office looks like. This is wrong.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who
This is
orchestrated this. until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Nightshark 11, wasn't it? Hello, narrator.
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
It won't let me. Nightshark 11, let me in.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
No.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I'm trying. It won't let me. I'm sorry.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do.
I don't.
I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here?
I
You had a
did.
choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
You're not listening. You're too busy being angry.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Stanley?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
That's what I look like.
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
Come on, Stanley.
Choose.
Stanley, I'm sorry.
Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
I'm here, narrator, I'm here.
It's okay, I can wait.
No.
You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Stanley?
Take as much time as you need.
Stanley? We broke Stanley. Oh no. Oh no, what's he gonna load us into? Is Stanley gonna be completely broken or are we back at the beginning? What do we do? We're back at the beginning. Oh god. Well, if there's any time to end the game, I'm gonna leave it at that, I think. Give us all time to process before the next episode. This has been one roller coaster of a game at the moment. So many different endings and we completely broke the game and Stanley. Oh god. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and I'll see you all next week. Bye for now.